After O'Malley's second round KO of Aljamain Sterling, many were convinced that Aljo's training partner Merab the Machine Dvalishvili would fare a similar fate. Despite both having a grappling-heavy style, Merab was able to successfully implement his game plan and dominate Sean O'Malley for the bantamweight title. How did the Machine win the classic grappler versus striker matchup when his teammate got knocked out? The first thing we have to talk about is Merab's use of the gallop, a favorite of Khabib. This is a style of footwork that inches forward with small steps and steady pressure. This pressure would eventually force Sean to throw something before Merab gets too close, or he runs out of octagon real estate and has to deal with a takedown. The Georgian did a great job of moving in and out to take steam off of the shots of Sugar. He was even countering the straight right to the body with a left hook. On the outside, his kicks gave the judges something to look at and Sean something to deal with, and he used feints and punches along with the gallop step to march O'Malley down, only to then capitalize on the champion's attacks with perfectly timed level changes. This is MMA Wrestling 101, and it's what made fighters like GSP so successful: reactive takedowns. Now compare this to Aljo's footwork. It's going to be flat-footed, and his main way of pressuring O'Malley will be with kicks and stance switches. When you're switching stances, you can't evade punches because one foot is off the ground. Your base is broken for a second, and until it lands, you're a stationary target and you are vulnerable. It's much less effective than the gallop, and it's also part of the reason why Merab has such an exhausting pace. You get very little breaks from the pressure. Again, very reminiscent of Khabib. Another key difference really came down to their ability to just finish single legs. When Aljo got to the single leg, he had trouble finishing. He worked to go into the clinch and get a body lock or try to connect the hands for a double leg. That's because that's how he usually gets people down. But Sean was able to use his height and length to make it very hard for Aljo to do this. Merab, on the other hand, he just ran the pipe and it seemed to work every time. Dvalishvili also did a beautiful job of turning Sean's strengths into a weakness by reaching for his long legs over and over again to initiate grappling exchanges. Despite both being great fighters with high-level grappling and coming from the same camp, Merab and Aljo are completely different fighters, and as they say, styles make fights. I wouldn't be surprised if Sterling got the better of Merab in training. That's just how MMA is. That's the beauty of it. Subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and until next time, Checkmate signing out. Peace.